Well, hello there, people from the internet, and welcome back to another video. Today we're back on the battlefield. Now, I know some of you have been waiting for me to get back on the battlefield and give you some insight to what the game is all about. Now, if you haven't bought the game and you're still on the fence, I mean, I know a lot of people in the sort of early days, they were like, nah, I don't really know, I'm not going to buy this, I'm just going to be waiting to see what's going to happen. I mean, right now it's probably like $19.99 or $29.99 or something. You can probably get it as cheap as chips these days. Just because he kind of failed. So why did Battlefield fail? That's kind of the question that I'm going to try and answer, at least for me, and then hopefully some of you will have your own opinions down in the comments, and we'll go through some, and hopefully DICE can learn something from this, because it sort of gets to the point, while Battlefield 1 was a failure for a lot of people, it was a commercial success. While we played it, I think I probably played it for about a month and I didn't play otherwise. It was just casual fest, boring field. That was it. There was just nothing to do. There was no weapons. There was nothing in there for you to sort of have fun with. You can have a little bit of fun for a couple of weeks, and then that was it. Even all the DLCs and all the sort of crap they staggered along 2 years. There was nothing. So high hopes for Battlefield 5 when it came to the alpha, when it came to the beta. They kind of changed things around a little bit, and it got to the point where Battlefield kind of lost its soul, it lost its identity. It's trying to be something that it's not. Let's just put aside all the women in wheelchairs wielding one-arm cricket bats and all that. Let's get away from that, because we all know that that's not right, but we'll just get past that and try to just look at the game and see how the game performs and how the game plays. Is it fun? Do you really need to be buying this? I know the Christmas sort of holidays brought a lot of new people into the game. They might have boosted up a few sales and players and things like that. But as for the player base, you know, the core Battlefield players, are they there? Are they playing? Why are they playing? Why are they not playing? That's kind of the things that I wanted to see how and what Battlefield is like. And I gotta say that I simply don't understand, where did the map design go? Who decided at one point that this is it, man? It's a flat map with three little things or a hangar or something in the middle or a bridge, and that's it. There's no verticality to the game. It's just simple. It's just another FPS. It's just another shooter. It doesn't stand out like it did in the previous games. I mean, I can only think back to Battlefield 2, Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. I mean, just if you close your eyes for a moment, you'll remember those cool moments that you had alone or with your friends. You remember jumping out of planes. You remember crashing planes into something. You remember C4ing Jeep stuff and jumping over things and launching stuff into the air and doing the crazy stuff that you did back in those games, because it was fun. And I still, for the love of God, I still blame DICE, and I'm gonna strangle somebody at one point one day. Why did they have to change the MAV, man? The MAV in Battlefield 3 was like one of the best Trollolo things ever. Like, leave it, man. There was nothing wrong with it. It didn't really change the gameplay or anything like that. It was fun as hell. Why don't you just leave it? I think it's getting to the point that they're removing every single bit of fun out of the game. Like, you can't just jump into a vehicle anymore and be effective really quickly when you're attacking, rush, conquest, whatever. Hold on, boys, don't actually shoot at me for 3.5, 4 seconds while it takes me to actually make these shitty animations to get into a vehicle, because I'm trying to do this. You know, it gets to the point that they're just removing all the fun out of the game. While it's not really tactical, if I want to play a really cool, tactical sort of World War II game, I'll just go and play Heroes and Generals. It's a one-shot kill there, it's going to be tactical as hell, and that's that. I mean, Battlefield has always been a bit more casual, a bit more forgiving, a bit more fun when it comes to doing crazy stuff with you and your friends. I mean, there isn't a magical formula why the previous games worked. I mean, why was Battlefield 2 good? Why was Bad Company good? Why was Battlefield 3 good? Why was Battlefield 4 good? You know, it was good because it was fun. There was a shitload of things in the game to do, and there was a variety of things for you to do, even though he had less weapons. He had sort of different maps. There was no prone, there was no this, there was a lot of things. Like, your character ran really weird. Sure, every single game had its problems, but it was fun. You know, that's kind of what's missing these days. You're making everything into this sort of tactical thing that doesn't really work, where you've got to be competitive in a game like this one, where you're trying to be competitive, but then again, you're making me sort of do some silly animation to try and pull a parachute that I'm still going to take damage because it doesn't work. Just remove it. Same thing with going into vehicles. Just let me press E, get in, E, get out. It worked for that many years. Fucking leave it. It works. I just think it's just that simple. There is no magical formula why games worked. It's simple math. The reason they worked is because they were fun. And that's it. I mean, it's always going to be every year trying to bring more people into the franchise and trying to lure people from Call of Duty and whatever. But not when I'm shooting 25 fucking bullets of a tank into somebody and he's not dying. You know, that's kind of a problem. As long as you keep on making great maps, great gameplay, great gun sounds, bringing the fun back into the game, people will flock to it because it's just the way of the world. That's the magical formula. Keep making great games and they will come. So you'll have to let me know why you didn't actually put your hand in your virtual pocket and spend that money on buying the game. What made it flop? What made it fail for you that you decided not to buy it? Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.